Okay, I'd like to call to order the April 21st meeting of the Hammond Plan Commission. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. Roll call.
Roger Brock.
Here.
Sandra Stockton.
Here.
Nathaniel Harris.
Here.
Ann Herbert.
Here.
William Hutton.
Here.
Michael Pinker.
Here.
Tim White. Thomas White.
Here.
7 present. We have a quorum.
Mr. President, just for everybody to recognize Mr. Harris as being our newest Plan Commission member.
Welcome. Thank you. Next order of business is the approval of the minutes of the March 17th meeting.
So moved.
I have a motion. I have a second.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Motion passes. Do we have any old business?
No old business.
New business. First item or only item under new business is CP 1405, petition of the Hammond Port Authority to reclassify property at 2450 through 2720 Sheffield Avenue and 2410 through 2640 Calumet Avenue, which is around Wolf Lake Memorial Park, which is presently Zone I2 Manufacturing District to S1 Open Space and Recreational Facilities District to construct, operate, maintain an open space and recreational park facility. Has the notification been taken care of?
Yes, they have.
Good
Mr.
evening.
Smith?
Yes, Mr. President, good evening, and the board, thank you. I have with me today, my name is Kevin Smith, I'm the attorney for the Hammond Port Authority. I have with me today Mike Krasinski, director of Hammond Port Authority, Jason Spain from Short Elliott Hendrickson, the engineers that helped us on, have helped us with the RDA project up north, as well as with this petition. And as you can see from the petition, it is the Port Authority's desire to reclassify several parcels of land in and around Wolf Lake area of the city from I2 manufacturing to S1 open space and recreational facilities. Just to familiarize the board and its members with the proposed rezone area, Jason, it's, I believe, attached to both the petition. There were some graphics next to the old zoning map of District 1. There's a graphic that shows where these parcels are, and they are numbered, which correspond to the legal description numbers within the petition. Mr. Spain has also brought with him today a little blow up here, big blow up, I should say, for you. And he's going to turn that to the camera too, so Mr. Jacobs can see that. And so basically what these properties are, they are on both sides of the current Sheffield Avenue, and they go from what we are all familiar with, that point where Sheffield and Calumet Avenue meet right there at the stoplight, and they go all the way back to, I guess the furthest south would be parcel 12 and 13, which is on the west side of current Sheffield, also known as Ted's North, and the little 13 is like a little orphan parcel of the Indiana Harbor Belt Railroad. So what these, the kind of exciting part about this petition from the Port Authority's perspective is that this was, to a parcel, these all had uses such as trucking concerns. They were also used for
Pallet recycling?
Thank you. As Mr. Desotny mentioned, recycling, and really just industrial uses. And so as anyone who has gone to the Festival of the Lakes or has gone up to Wolf Lake for a bike ride or for a run can tell, this has been cleared. And so to in perpetuity, I guess, make sure that the Port Authority or any other owner of this property until, I guess, another petitioner would come before the board to change it back to anything else. Our hope is that it always stays open space. And for those reasons, we are requesting a favorable recommendation from this board to the city council, which I'm sure Mr. O'Pinker will then take up in front of the council for letting this ordinance come to pass and allowing this to be open space in the city of Hammond. Thank you, Mr. President. Any questions?
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Smith?
I do.
Yes, Mr. Hutton.
Thank you. I'm looking at this plan and it says area to be rezoned to S1. What is it currently?
I-2?
I2? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Okay. And then my next question is, how many square feet are we talking about in all these parcels? Or cubits or meters?
I believe the total area was a little over 40 acres.
40. Wow. Thank you.
And just so the board is also aware, or the commission, I'm sorry, is also aware, the plan moving forward would be, and it's actually already, we're going to hopefully be awarding the bids tomorrow, Mylan, at the Port Authority meeting, would be the relocation of Sheffield Avenue to the west of its current location. And then at some point, we're working with your city planner currently to vacate current Sheffield Avenue at some point. That's the plan moving forward.
And then also to complete the re-subdivision and the dedication of the new Sheffield Avenue.
That would be step 3. We're looking forward to each of those steps.
You guys haven't submitted the vacation of the street yet, have you?
No, sir. We thought that we'd get through this first.
Any other questions? If not, we'll open up the public hearing. Looks like there's nobody here, but we'll go through the motion. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to ask a question? Anyone in the audience? Anyone? Public hearing's closed. Any questions from staff?
No questions from staff.
You want to read the staff comments?
Yeah, I will summarize the staff report. The petitioner has described all the parcels that are part of this rezoning petition. The state statute does identify five criteria that need to be addressed by the Planning Commission. I think one of the most important criteria, that at least as it applies to this case, is the comprehensive plan review. And it is really, I thought was quite interesting, for at least for myself, that there's actually references to changing the Wolf Lake area that date back to the plan that was written in 1992. So this has been a long-standing idea by the city to transform this area from the industrial uses to this open space and really take advantage of Wolf Lake and these recreational opportunities. As the property gets developed for the park purposes, I think it will have a positive influence on the overall area and anyway, just be a positive for the city as a whole. Staff does recommend that the petition is, or states that the petition is reasonable because it does fulfill the longstanding goals of the community, and it also helps complete the RDA project. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission forward the petition to the City Council with a favorable recommendation, and then if you agree with the recommendation of the staff, that we ask that the report is adopted by the Planning Commission as preliminary findings of fact.
Anyone want to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion and second. Any questions? Yes, Mr. Hutton?
Thank you very much. You said since, Mr. Poland, since 1992?
Yes, when that plan was written in 1992.
I guess my question is, looking at number 2 in your recommendation, is this the final project for the RDA in northern Hammond?
Probably not.
Mr. Hutton, if I can answer that question, we hope not. It's the Port Authority's belief that it's going to continue to request funding for additional projects in and around Wolf Lake.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions? If not, roll call vote.
Roger Brock,
Yes.
Sam Sutton,
Yes.
Nathaniel Harris,
Yes.
Ann Herbert,
Yes.
William Hutton,
Yes.
Michael Pinker,
Yes.
Thomas White,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Now we need a motion to send this to the city council,
With,
either a negative, a positive, or with no recommendation. Does somebody want to make a motion like that?
I'll make such a motion with a positive.
Second.
We have a motion and 2 seconds. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Roger Brock,
Yes.
Sam Sutton,
Yes?
Nathaniel Harris,
Yes.
Ann Herbert,
Yes.
William Hutton,
Yes.
Michael Pinker, Thomas White,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, motion passed.
Okay, so when should this be before the council, Brian?
we should be able to meet the Wednesday deadline for the next council meeting for first and second reading.
Okay, that completes actions on CP 1405. Is there any other new business?
No.
Any correspondence?
No.
Any commissioner comments? Mr. Hutton?
No.
Okay. Any staff comments?
Yes, I just want to mention that there's a couple of petitions out there that may be coming before the Plan Commission in May. So just be aware of that, and if you know you're going to be absent ahead of time, just let Shannon know.
Okay. Any public comment? Obviously not, unless you guys want to say something.
Thank you to the commission.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Those in favor say aye.